Hey everybody, welcome back to Kpop Light, where we fangirl responsibly. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Lindsay. We are back, but sadly we are no longer together. RIP.
Big rip. We had such high hopes of recording so many episodes together and didn't happen.
You know what? We went to the jungle. We had some obstacles to overcome. You know, we did our best. And those 2 episodes were so fantastic that we did in person. And in honor of that, I am now sitting on the couch that we recorded those episodes in. But your absence is missed. I like the cozy vibes.
So cozy. Yeah.
I know. The visual of those episodes was horrible in terms of my posture and kind of my appearance. But the coziness cannot be competed with.
Yeah. It was kind of nice too because we were both on the couch and a bit further away, so you couldn't tell how gross we looked.
Yeah.
So.
The clips might disagree, but yes, I agree. But anyway, even though we are no longer together, the pod is continuing with more energy than ever, maybe.
On.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes. And it was such a fun couple weeks in Guatemala. I was there for, 2 full weeks. And as Lindsay said, we went to the rainforest and saw some Mayan ruins, which was so fun, and just hung out in Antigua where she lives. So it was a really fun time. Very sweet to be together.
Those blue hair streaks, baby.
I'm loving my blue hair streak. It
Me
is
too.
washing out, unfortunately.
Yeah, mine's fading.
It's become a light bluish green color. So might have to have someone help me dye that sucker.
Yeah, just touch it up. But I do like it. It just peeks out, and I'm like, oh, I got blue hair. I love it. So fun.
I know. I feel like yours, like it's a little fun surprise when it does peek out. Oh yeah, it looks good.
Anyway,
You can see it today. It's out to play.
It's out to play. Go check the visual on YouTube. Today, we're going to be chit-chatting about some of our favorite songs ever, which is exciting. We've prepared some lists separately, and I'm so excited to hear what you have to say. We've created some categories to help us hone in because we generally have the exact same favorite songs. So we tried to mix it up a bit so that it's more entertaining and we're not just like, ditto girl.
Yeah. We have pretty much the same exact taste in music. So we were worried that if we came together and had like 5 of my favorite songs and Lindsay had her 5, they would be the exact same. So we came up with some fun categories to make things a little more interesting.
Yeah, I think I could guess your 5. That could be another episode idea where I like guess things that you would say. Or
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but before we get into that, we'll catch you up on what we've been up to. We kind of already mentioned we were together frolicking in the jungle, things of that sort. But you've been gone from Guatemala for like almost a week, I guess, which is sad. I haven't really done much since you've been gone, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. I mostly just been hanging out and like settling back in and doing laundry and boring things. So
Yeah, recuperating.
nothing too interesting going on.
I have been in a deep depression because of
Carrot Land.
Yes, and the enlistment, the impending doom. 17, our favorite group, they're dropping like flies. They're going to the military, which is just so tragic, and I'm not prepared for mentally, emotionally, or physically. And they had Carrot Land, which is their like annual anniversary celebration, but it's not their anniversary. What is it?
It's like the fan anniversary or something, I think. Like their annual fan meeting. But it's basically like a concert just with more like talking and fun activities and stuff.
Yeah, it's a huge concert. It was 2 nights in Korea. And they do, so many games and funny activities. And like the rap unit will cover the dance unit's song. And like they do funny activities. So I was consuming that content and just like so sad I wasn't there. I think that would be my nirvana. So
I know. I do think it would be sad. I mean, it would be so fun to be there, but it would also be sad to not understand what they're saying because they talk so much during it.
So true.
So that would be the one thing. Like they'd be joking and saying, like, giving all these heartfelt speeches and saying funny things, and you'd be like, I have no idea.
Wait, you actually just shook me, and I am now not as sad.
Yeah, because at least, like, even though we have to watch it through a screen recorded later, you have the translations and you can like understand what's happening. Whereas if you were there, it would still be so fun and maybe you could watch it afterwards, but you would have no idea what's going on.
No, 100%. I literally would not know. It's entertaining because I can understand what they're saying via captions.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, that has been my entire Instagram feed since Carrotland happened, is just clips of it. And to your point, it is so heartbreaking.
I know. And they're all doing this like bowing move. Basically, the first member that went to the military did that during his last performance. And then from there, more people have been doing this bowing move, like telling us that they're leaving. And it's so tragic. And then there's edits of them like doing it in slow-mo with sad songs.
I wonder, though, if that's actually like they plan that and that means they're actually going. Or are they just like they saw someone do it and they're kind of all doing it? Because at first I was like, that's the surefire like way of where we know they're gonna leave, but I feel like so many of them did it at Carrotland, and I'm like,
it can't be
like,
real.
they can't be leaving. Like absolutely not. DK did it. Mingyu did it. I was like, oh no.
No, well, because they're all gonna be at the Mexico festival they're doing. Like they can't all be going before then.
Yeah, no. I think like sometime this year maybe, but still.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Let's hope not. I will not be well.
I know.
I'll be crying on the pod if that happens.
I wonder if they did, because you know how they usually do the members like dance to different songs that don't suit them?
Yes.
Where
I've been
was
looking
that?
for those. Rachel, I had a TikTok idea. I wanted to like rate them all and I can't find them.
I don't think they did it. And maybe they, in place of that, they did more like speeches, since it was like a more emotional one. I don't know.
I mean, I love that for them, but I need those covers. I need DK doing Pink Venom Part 3.
I regularly watch all of the ones from last year's. They are so funny to me.
It gives me life. And if they're leaving me for 2 years, I need those to look back on fondly.
I need the content.
Exactly. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, though. We'll have to research that, because usually those are the things that are like going viral everywhere, is them covering other songs.
The fact that Wonu sang his solo song and dedicated it to his mom, you know, I'm not a crier. Tears were welling.
Oh my gosh. That's really something.
It was very emotional. I know. It was so beautiful. I will miss him so dearly.
So dearly.
For those who don't know, he's going to the military next. He will be leaving us in the next
for about 18 months. So sayonara.
Actually, does he have to do, I can't remember, is he doing the extended one, since he isn't, is he going to like the actual military?
Wait,
or
is
he
this
doing the
because he
office?
has glasses?
This
is busted. This is so
I think
weird.
he's doing like the office one and not like the actual one.
But he doesn't have a serious injury.
I don't know. Maybe his eyes are really that bad.
That's considered like a handicap? I don't understand.
I think I read somewhere that he's doing like the office one, which is like more time. So let me double check that.
Yeah, I mean, like S-Coops had like reconstruction on his leg. I didn't
and
know
then
that.
Junghan had like a very serious like shoulder or elbow thing, I think.
But I didn't know that Wanu's eyes were so bad that he couldn't like do some push-ups. Like, what's up with that? I don't understand. I may be speaking out of my booty, like humble me, but I'm not understanding that. Is there anything besides Carrotland that you've been consuming or into these days?
Le Seraphim came out with a new album.
You added that to the playlist.
Yes,
one of the songs.
their song that they are, I don't know if it's their single or just the song that they're promoting a lot from it, is called Hot. It's so good. I'm normally, as you know, not as much into the girl groups, but this song is very catchy. And I've had the thought several times since listening to it. If I were to get into a girl group, I think it might be Le Seraphim.
Yeah, I do feel like they have the potential to be part of our regular rotation. I do really like them. I like as a group, I like their vibes and the music that I have heard, and like each of the people I kind of am into too. I like their personalities. And as you know, we love songs named Hot. So I was excited to see that.
Another song on that album is called Ash.
I've been seeing memes about this, how like 17
Yeah.
and Le Sserafim have the same song names.
I listened to that whole album just through once after listening to Hot. So I really like it. Ash is good too. But definitely take a listen to Hot. It's top tier.
I'm on the cusp of my era of maybe getting into the girls because
Really?
well, our other friend Haley recommended to listen to all of Jenny's new album. And I just feel like I should give the Blackpink girls a chance, look at their solo stuff. And then you're recommending this Le Sserafim album. I just generally only know like the few singles from girl groups, and I never like listened to their whole album.
Let's do it. Should we do some homework for next week?
Yeah, we should challenge ourselves
and just expand our repertoire a little bit this week.
Yeah, and then we can maybe give an update and share a few songs that we found and like.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's like a challenge for me. So I'll have to listen to something other than 17. Eek.
It's a hard
difficult. I did my last thing I'll say in these days because I'm yapping too much. Again, it is about 17. So sorry, it is our favorite group. What am I supposed to do about it? Rachel brought to my attention that 17 has been running ads on social media, specifically Instagram, that are so bizarre and need to be stopped right now because it's embarrassing for me as a fan and for the group.
What are they doing?
They're promoting like thirst trap videos where it'll just be like two of the members doing like a funny TikTok dance or something. They'll be promoting it. There's no text on the video. It's just this random video.
It's not their song. It's like a random song.
It's not even their song. They're just doing like a popular TikTok sound dance, and then they're promoting it. And it's like getting onto our podcast account, which like we already follow them. Like, why do you keep giving us sponsored posts of them? Like, we already know and love them.
I know. We started sending them to each other and being like, what is going on? Because it doesn't make any sense to run them as an ad. Like, I get running your own song as your ad, like the dance challenge to your own song, promoting the song. Like, I get that, but it's like the random songs, random dances that have nothing to do with the group that are either like a thirst trap or like, I think I sent you one that was DK and Joshua doing kind of like a cutesy one.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the point and who are you trying to reach here? Like a new audience? Like random
think
people?
It's just maybe they hope girls see it and are like, oh, they're cute, and like go see who it is. But it's so weird. Like you said, it's these obscure songs and there's no text or context given.
Yeah.
It's just promoting this random TikTok video.
Yeah, I'm not understanding the strategy there. And it's, to your point, I think you said it's looking a little desperate.
It's given desperado. And they have fans. Like, we don't need to be doing this. So if someone has seen those, please leave us a comment on the podcast and tell us if you're seeing them as well.
Yeah. And if by chance there's somebody who works on the marketing team for 17, please stop it.
I'm sure out of our 10 listeners, one of them is on the 17 team for sure. Tuning in to hear our hot takes on everything 17. Hire us.
It needs to be stopped.
It must be stopped. All right. Anything else you would like to share with me?
I don't think so. I think that's all I have.
Okay. Well, let's just dive into the topic of today. You know what I want to do? I want to think of transitions other than dive in.
Yeah. Because that's what I think. I feel like we always started off like, let's
dive in. Yeah. I need to ask ChatGPT.
We could say, let's drop right into it.
Oh my God, that could be our new catchphrase. I'm kind of loving that. We're jopping. Which, speaking of, we talked about the song Jopping last episode, and we posted a clip of that on social media. People are kind of loving it. People are kind of agreeing with us on the jopping.
I don't think either of us understood what a kind of monumental moment jopping was, since we weren't K-pop fans when it came out. But I do think it's kind of a like iconic, historic moment that we are very late on.
I know. But I feel honored to be in part of the history now, even though it's a couple years late.
We're resurrecting it. it.
Bring back jopping.
Shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So as we said, we have different categories for all of our favorite songs. So the first one that we have is a song that could summon me like a Pokemon. And basically that means, you know, a song that if you're just going about your day, it comes on, you have to immediately drop everything and you're just done for.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, this was hard for me because pretty much every song does this for me. As you know. I pretty much can't hold my body back no matter what the song is. But I chose for this, which I think you'll say, duh, Chick Chick Boom festival version.
Okay. An absolute banger.
This is one of my favorite songs of all time. It makes me go so hard. And I actually recently texted Rachel that I had almost broken my ankle in the shower dancing to this song. I slipped on accident. So if that says anything, like I just go really hard to this, and you can't hold still. You know those challenges they do on YouTube where it's like, listen to the song and don't move. That's not going to be possible with this particular song for me.
It's so good, and I'm so glad we discovered festival version. There's a normal version, also very good, but festival version just takes it to the next level.
And now it's hard for me to listen to the normal one, actually.
Yeah, you're like, this is so slow.
Because
but then the normal one
like
actually is fat.
I know, but like, it's like Coco Melon. Like my brain has been transformed into the festival version.
Because the normal version is like upbeat and fast and intense.
Yeah.
But then you compare it to the festival version, which is just on steroids.
No, like you didn't think it could get any faster and more intense than it did.
Yeah. It's so good. That's a great one.
What did you choose for this?
So I actually chose one that maybe isn't top of mind in terms of like a dancey song, but it is one that if I hear the first few notes, I get so excited because I know what's coming, and that would be Hot by 17.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love that answer.
I'm going to insert a clip of the first few notes here. That song is so good. I mean, it's one of 17's most popular songs for a reason, and the beginning just slaps. It gets me every single time.
It is one of those where those first few notes come on and you can completely change your day with that, you know? It can flip.
It would summon
flip
me.
It upside down. Yeah, exactly.
Like if somebody needed me, they trying to call my name, I'm not answering, you put on that song, I'm gonna be looking around, I'm gonna be saying
no, 100%. It would revive me from any pit I'm in. Next up, we're gonna do our favorite OST, which an OST is a song that's used in a K-drama. Was that the definition? Like it's just songs that are used in K-dramas?
It stands for original soundtrack.
Okay, so it's the original soundtrack to a show or movie.
A show. Yeah, so it's a song that is written specifically for a show.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and every K-drama has several, I think. Not just one. They have like a main one, and then they have a bunch of other ones. But
yeah. And if you never watch K-dramas, they use the same songs throughout all the episodes of the show a lot. So you like will know some of the songs by the end of it. They might not use every song that's on like the whole 12-song soundtrack, but at least a few of them are going to be used in like every single episode. So they like, kind of get in your brain. And for me, when I hear one, it like immediately reminds me of the show or the characters or puts me in that headspace again.
Yeah, I really like how they do that actually, and I'm kind of surprised American shows don't do that, but maybe because K-dramas are so limited, there's usually only like 12 or 16 episodes in a K-drama, whereas American shows will have like 6 seasons or something, so maybe it would be overkill. But I really like how they do that because, yeah, to your point, whenever you do hear the song, it takes you back to, like, the storyline, and you're, like, you can envision it, and you're, like, you're in it, like, when you hear the song, so.
Yeah, and it's so cute when, like, in each episode, like that same song comes on in the middle of like a cute scene or something, and it's just like so cozy that it like continues. And when you hear that beat start up, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a cute scene.
Yeah, they have different OSTs for different moments too. Like there's usually like a happy one, and then a more sad one that plays in sad moments, and then really upbeat one that plays in like high in like intensity moments. And so it's kind of funny, like all the different situational ones. But
what did you put?
I had such a hard time picking just one, and I was gonna ask you if it's okay if I had two.
Yeah, of course. Why do you think I'm gonna be like, no, you have to pick one? You asked that so sweetly. Can I have two? Is it okay?
Please, sir, may I have two?
I grant you your wish.
I think I know the answer to yours, which I absolutely love. So I picked different ones, knowing what your answer was. Okay. But these two are probably my favorite. The first one is Our Beloved Summer, which is the main soundtrack for the K-drama Our Beloved Summer. It's by Kim Kyun-hee, and I just love that song. Like it really, like every time you hear it, I just think of that show, which is so beautifully shot, and they did such a good job, I think, with the visuals and the soundtrack, and just everything about that K-drama is beautiful. So sorry, I'm gonna leave. I'm driving so far. Tell me why. I really enjoy that song. And then the other one is the main track from Itaewon Class called Start Over by
Gaho.
Gaho, yes.
I had that as an honorable mention for me.
That's one that you hear it and you know immediately what it's from. Yeah. when you go, whoa, na, 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 whoa,
and it fits the vibe. It's more upbeat. I feel like a lot of OSTs are kind of like more chill or something, but that one just has a punch
very
to it.
Upbeat and fun.
I immediately picture the intro to that show, like the credit thing, for sure.
Yeah, love it. What did you have?
I don't know if you know what I'm going to say.
Oh, really?
I don't know, because you never watched the show. I chose
Your Existence by Wonsteed.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, of course you do know.
Well, I know you love that
Your
song.
Existence. I love that song.
And I did watch 2521.
Okay.
Until I knew where it was going, and then I stopped. But I did hear that song.
Yeah, so this song is from the show 2521, which is such a good show. One of the first K-dramas I watched, and I actually had to take like a 2-year break after, because I was emotionally so broken from this series, but in a good way. It was so well done, so beautiful, and this song is in it. And so when I hear it, I just like, it just transports you to like some energy and a memory. I really love this song, and I feel so honored that you knew that and remembered that.
I know that you love that song, and I also love that song. I think it has such a unique sound to it for an OST. Like it's more almost indie sounding.
Yes,
and
totally.
Less ballady and more has just a more unique kind of indie sound. Like a lot of OSTs you wouldn't just like put on to listen like as background just going on a walk and put on an OST, because they're kind of sad and like slow. But that song is definitely one that I think both of us listen to regularly, just out and about. Just
it does have like a distinct sound and vibe to it for sure. I also want to give an honorable mention to The Reasons of My Smiles by Busak Soon, which I think we both love this song too. Wherever you go, whatever you do, 널 알아볼 수 있을 것 같아. I haven't watched the show though. It was Queen of Hearts, right?
Queen of Tears.
Queen of Tears. Sorry. Queen of Hearts is the card. Queen of Hearts is in a deck of cards. Queen of Tears. I never watched it, so I don't think I could claim that as my favorite if I've never like connected to the show or like, you know, it's not the same.
It's so good though. I haven't watched it either, and I love that song.
Yeah, it's a good standalone song. Like I listen to it all the time, just because it's a beautiful song, and you know our boys Boo Soon sound incredible on it.
Yeah, that's a good honorable mention.
Okay, what did we have up next? Oh, this one I'm excited to hear what you put. This is your favorite collab of a K-pop artist with a foreign artist, so someone that's not Korean. And I feel like there's been so many in recent years, so I'm curious on what you decided upon.
This was so difficult for me. To your point, there are so many, and they're all very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to a bunch of songs trying to narrow it down today, and I think my answer is going to surprise you. I think it's going to come out of left field a little bit.
Okay.
But I think my favorite is On the Street by J-Hope featuring J. Cole.
Whoa. Okay. Love it, but did not expect that. You're right. That caught me off guard.
As always for us, every time I look, every time I love, every time
I think that it's just a song that I listen to often. Like I don't go search for it, but like it plays often, and I always enjoy it. I think J. Cole's rap in it is so good. It's just like easy listening song.
Yeah. The J of it all. J-Hope, J. Cole. Like J-Hope has loved J. Cole. It's kind of like the sentiment and story behind it is fun. And it's like an unexpected collab as well. Like usually it's like a pop American artist that like clearly wants like the Korean music fans to know them. But I feel like J. Cole was just like, I respect you, J-Hope. Let's do a song together.
I know. I want to know more about the story of how that collab came to be, because I didn't watch any content around it, so I don't know like who approached who first or whose song it was and who invited who. But big fan of that song. I remember when it first came out, I was at a bachelorette party trip in Palm Springs, and everyone was just like out by the pool, like swimming and tanning and stuff, and I got a hold of the speaker and was playing On the Street at the bachelorette party, and everybody enjoyed it. So I think it's one of those songs that like if you're not a K-pop fan and you hear it, you would enjoy it and be like, oh, this is a good song.
Yeah, it can cross cultural boundaries for sure. Like it could just be a good radio song.
Yeah, what did you put? I'm so curious.
Is also a good radio song. It is Left and Right.
I knew that was coming.
Charlie Puth and Jungkook.
I wasn't sure if you were going to put that as this one or as favorite English song. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
it was hard. I had to like shuffle around strategically, you know,
because there's some that like fell into multiple categories of our favorite songs. So
yeah,
that's such a good one.
This, I know we both love this song. This is one of my like probably ultimate favorite songs. I think it's a genius song. If you listen to it in headphones, I don't know how Charlie Puth does this wizardry, but like it literally pings back and forth between the right and the left headphone. Jungkook sounds so good on it. The music video and all of the like marketing behind it was so fun too. Such a banger. I remember when this came out, listening to it literally on repeat. Like I would go on a walk and just like cue this song and this song only up. So it
is so catchy.
It is definitely an amazing collab. And I love how Charlie Puth like rides for K-pop. And has like done some other stuff with K-pop too. So I think that one stands out.
Yeah. I was so glad when you put that back on the playlist.
I know.
Or you put it on the playlist.
Yeah, I think we just had never put it on for some reason.
So Lindsay and I have a shared playlist, and we always add music that we hear. Usually it's newer stuff that that has come out and we put it on. And so one day I checked the playlist and Left and Right was there and I was like, thank goodness. I forgot about that song for a second.
We need that in the rotation for sure.
So good.
Let's move on to favorite English K-pop song. So a song by K-pop artists that's all in English. What did you select?
Well, speaking of Charlie Puth, I selected Lose My Breath by Stray Kids.
Oh.
And they have a version that's just them. And then they have the version that's them and Charlie Puth. I personally like just the Stray Kids version.
We didn't need him on there.
Yeah.
Sending you all my love, Charlie.
The love. But both are fully in English. And I just love that song.
You're walking in, 'cause when I answer, it's like my heart stops. That's what when you're walking in.
This song is so catchy, and I really love, to your point that you said about Left and Right, I really liked all of the performances and kind of dances and everything that went along with Lose My Breath. So big fan.
Love that selection. That didn't even come to mind. I'm so glad that you chose that.
Mm-hmm.
My answer, I think, is going to make you laugh because the story behind this is kind of funny.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I chose Fall in Love Again by P1 Harmony.
Take a chance, baby, let's take a chance. Yeah, I know he did you wrong, but we're not all bad. Don't.
So, backstory on this song, which I love dearly, is this was like a couple weeks ago. I was listening to Spotify and this song came on after a playlist that I was listening to, Fall in Love Again by P1 Harmony. And I was like, oh my God, this song is so good. And I was like singing along, like I knew the words. So I was like, why do I know this song if it's not on our playlist? So I added it to our shared playlist, which we previously discussed. And then Rachel was like, what the heck? Like, I had that song on our playlist for so long. I sent it to you being like, this song is so good. Apparently I didn't respond, which like, I don't put that past me. Like, I'm just bad at texting back sometimes. So Rachel didn't get a response from me when saying the song is so good. So she took that as Lindsay hates it and just is not telling me. I'm going to take it off the playlist. So I don't know how many months ago that was that you took it off, but I just recently put it back on. Knew all the words already and have been listening so much to the song.
This is such a funny just series of events that unfolded.
Seriously.
Because yeah, one day I went to the playlist and I saw that song had been added and I was like, wait, what? Like, she likes that song. So
I can't believe you took it off.
Because okay, so I added that song a really long time ago. And yeah, I added it to the playlist and then I sent it to Lindsay and was like, oh my gosh, this song is so catchy. Like, don't you love it? And then, yeah, she didn't respond. So I took that as like her nice way of saying like, actually, I hate it and I don't want to tell you. So I'm just going to ignore that.
I would never.
After she ignored it, I took it off. And, that's why, like, when you heard it, you knew all the lyrics because it had been on there for a while.
I know,
and now it's
back in our lives. That had kind of got me into the P1 Harmony. What do I want to say? Rabbit hole, where I've been watching more of them and listening to more of them, and I didn't really know what they looked like or like what their performance looked like, so I went to watch the dance video for this song Fall in Love Again.
Oh, yeah.
And it ended up being the most entertaining dance I have ever seen in my life. I was shook to my core and I made Rachel do a live watching with me of this choreography because it is the most random insane choreography. They're very cool and like pull it off in a way, but if you look at the moves they're doing, it is redonkulous.
It does not flow together at all.
No.
It looks like they all had a meeting and they all brought a dance move to the meeting and were like, let's just incorporate all of these separate moves that we came with into one dance.
That's such a good explanation. They all came with their own ideas and they had to mash them all together.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a wild dance, and we can post a clip of that because
it's wild. But it is such a good song. I love
But the
that
song is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we both have a new-ish found appreciation for P1 Harmony's vocals.
Yeah. Especially Kehoe. Shout out my
very
boy
good
Kehoe. Yeah.
Yep.
Another honorable mention I want to give for English song, Permission to Dance. I feel like this song gets hate. Like, they think that it's like a dumb English song of BTS. I absolutely love this song. It might be one of my favorite BTS songs. I freaking love it. And this like was popular when I became a fan of BTS. I feel like this was the season of it. And so it just is special to me. I love it.
Yeah.
And it was one of my first like K-pop songs I really loved. And it's just such a feel-good, fun song. And we don't need permission to dance, Rachel. And
I feel like
I like to dance, so I like them telling me that I don't need permission. I can bust it down in the grocery
you can bust
store.
it anywhere. Yeah.
Our next category is a song that you really like that you think the other dislikes. So for me, a song that I really like that Rachel dislikes. And I don't think there's anything, I couldn't really think of anything that you really dislike, but something I love and I'm kind of very, very into that I think you tolerate but aren't like obsessed with is Treasure and the few songs I have of them on the playlist. Specifically My Treasure, the song My Treasure, 3 M's, and Darari, all by Treasure. And I am obsessed with those songs. Oh, those three alongside Left and Right Jungkook, I can specifically remember queuing those up and just like taking a walk at night and dancing, you know? Like those are kind of my jam, and I don't think you ever like have loved them.
I don't dislike them though.
Yeah.
I think they're really catchy and they're good, but I don't go to listen to them.
Yeah.
When they were close to the bottom of the playlist, I like would listen to them because they were just there, but I don't go back now and like intentionally listen to them.
Yeah.
But I do think they're super catchy, and I don't dislike them.
Yeah, not a dislike, just we're not balanced in our love for those songs. I love them a bit more.
Yeah. I actually don't know what you're going to say to this for me. So a song that I really like that you dislike, and the only hunch that I have is maybe that it's an Enhypen song.
Oh, okay. Which
Am
one
I
did
correct?
you say? No,
Or
it
no?
wasn't. I thought you were going to say the Epic High song with Hoshi.
Oh, yeah.
Because I
do
told you
enjoy
I
that
don't
song.
really enjoy that song. Like, it's not my thing.
I forgot that you said that.
I
Yeah,
mean, again,
I do
it's not
like
like I
that song.
hate it. I'll still listen to it, but like I don't seek it out. I don't really want to listen to it.
Yeah. Okay. That's
What
so valid.
Enhypen song would you think that like something you really love that I wouldn't really vibe with?
There's a few that I feel like I really love that, to your kind of like what you just said, that you were like, whatever. And it's No Doubt
How
and
does that one go?
EXO.
Oh, I love those. EXO.
Okay, you do? Okay.
I guess we just don't talk about them. We need to be more open and transparent.
Yeah, we
with
need
each
to be
other.
more open together with our love of Enhypen.
But yeah, I feel like overall you are more open about loving Enhypen and listen to more of them, and I just like haven't taken the time.
Yeah. I think that's more of what it is. Like in general, I really love Enhypen. I think a lot more than you, and you just listen to the songs that are like on the playlist, whereas I seek a lot of their songs out. So
Yeah. I guess the moral of this category was we really don't hate or dislike anything that the other person likes. It's just maybe someone loves something a little bit more.
I thought you were
So.
gonna say Good Boy in this section.
I knew you thought I was going to say that. But I honestly don't love that song either.
Okay.
The song Good Boy by Big Bang, I put it on the playlist just because every K-pop artist talks about how much they love that song. And like they're always referencing it. And I think we've learned that it's like a pretty iconic song in K-pop history. And like if you were to go to like a K-pop party, like they're probably gonna play that song. But I don't choose to listen to that like leisurely. It is a very specific style of song. I am a good boy. But yeah, Rachel really doesn't like that.
I remember you put that on, and then I can't remember when. I think we were together in person, and I said something like, "So that Good Boy song." Like
I know. And then I said, in that epic Hi Hoshi song, I'm so sorry. You're coming clean.
I know. We got to be honest. You know, can't ruin the playlist vibes. So.
No, but you can always just press next. Like
That's
I love
true.
having a mix on there. It's great. Okay, moving on. Our next category is a song you hated at first but now love. So maybe something that grew on you a bit.
This one, when I first heard this song, I was like, ew, I hate this. This is terrible. Why did they make this song? And now I love it, and I listen to it all the time, even though it's not new. It's relatively old within the last couple years, but that is Bite Me by Enhypen.
Oh, so good. I love that song.
Here we get some. 남겨줘 on my name. 네가 증거. Just come over and bite me.
I know. But when it first came out, I was like, what is this weird, like, vampire-y concept? Like, and I just thought it was strange. But now it's literally one of my favorites, and I listen to it often. It's so catchy.
It's totally one where I'm like opening my playlist and like queuing a few up. Like I pick it every time.
Yeah.
I really like it. The vampire motif that Enhypen does as a group does get a little old. Like it's a little bit much. But fully love that song. I couldn't think of one when brainstorming for this category. But I will just give a shout out to all of 17's discography that I feel like we recently discovered in preparation for their concert, because when the set list was released for the 17 concert we went to, we were bummed because like none of our favorite songs were on there. Like probably like 8 to 10 that we like love and that are popular of theirs. And so when we listened to some of the ones that we knew were going to be played at the concert, we were like, but I feel like they all ended up really growing on us, and we loved them all and like sang them with our full chest. So not that I hated them and then loved them, but it was just kind of a bummer. And then I really came around to a lot of them.
Yeah, that's a fabulous shout out, because I think a lot of them were older songs from before we became fans of 17. So I'm sure the fans that have been around for a really long time were so excited about that set list. But there was a lot of songs on the set list that we had never heard of before, and we had to like listen to and try to learn the lyrics and the songs before the concert, but now have become some of my favorite songs. Specifically Ash is
March Like a Cowboy.
Really March, so good.
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. It challenged us.
Yeah, and it introduced us to some of their older stuff, which now we love just as much as the new stuff that we love. So
would I love to hear Hot live? Of course.
That is an absolute must before we die. At some point.
Literally on my deathbed, I'm like, get 17 in this hospital.
I'm
that was a bummer.
This earth without hearing Hot.
Literally can't
live.
So we didn't hear a lot of our favorites, but we were introduced to a lot of other great songs, so that was fun.
So our next category is our favorite ballad or slow song. I have a few different ones, and I don't know if either one of them technically counts as a ballad, but they are like slower.
Okay.
Paced.
Love it. I'll share mine first. I'll be quick with this one. And I don't know if this actually counts as K-pop. Maybe it's like K-indie or something. I actually don't really know anything about this artist, to be honest with you. But it's been on our playlist for a long time. I think I randomly found it. And it's just such a beautiful song. I really love it. It's called Clouds. And the artist is O3 On.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I really love that song. It's super beautiful, and I think he's like a very small artist. So shout out to him, not us like representing the underdogs in our favorite songs. Okay, love to see it.
I love that song so much. It's so beautiful. That was a great choice.
Yeah, he has a stunning vocal. So go give this man some support.
I wish I knew that all of those like, K and D songs were on the table. I feel like I
so sorry. I cheated. I'm so sorry.
No. That's a fabulous answer. Mine are much more like by the big groups, but again, I don't know if they're technically ballads because they're not like in the same category as that song.
Yeah, I don't know what a ballad is.
To me, a ballad in K-pop, at least in the terms of like some of the bigger groups that we've been talking about, is like just kind of a song where they're belting out the vocals, you know?
Yeah. Can I guess that you're going to say something where DK and Sungkwan are like really singing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Obviously.
Yeah, my first one is Kidult by 17.
Of course.
괜찮은 너의 세상은 지금은 너 그대로 소중하고도.
That song every single time gives me chills.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the part where DK is absolutely belting it out.
Oh my god.
In his
Another song we
voice.
need to hear before we are deceased.
My life won't be complete until I hear Hot and Kidult.
Literally.
It simply won't. Yeah, it is such a good song. And if you look up the English translation of the lyrics too, it has a really beautiful meaning as well. And the vocals are incredible. And I think it really shows off DK and Sungkwan and just the talent that they have. It's amazing.
Totally.
The other one is a kind of obscure song from BTS. It's actually a Japanese song called Film Out. It is just another one of those songs where the vocalists sound so good, and they did some live performances of it, and I still return to watch the live performances every now and then because it's just a stunning song and they sound so good.
I think this has illuminated to me that we maybe should put more ballads on the playlist. Because I was like looking through our favorite songs and I'm like, none of these are like slow enough to be a ballad. Oh, maybe. Like, is The Reason for My Smiles by Buseok Soon, is that a ballad? Like, I love that.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think a lot of OSTs are ballads.
Yeah, like a little slower. But love that. Great choices. The next category is our favorite hype song, something that gets us going, brings the energy. I think we might have the same answer, or potentially the same answer.
Really?
Okay, maybe not. So. Maybe not.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I had to go with our old faithful. Sorry, we're talking about 17 so much as always, but I put Super as like
a classic,
my ultimate hype song. Energy. Like, it can't be. Oh my gosh, it's
so good.
So good. I mean, this kind of goes alongside of our first category of like something that just like summons you, like you cannot resist it. It's Super to me too. Such a hype song. We've had many a dance party to this song. It's just old faithful.
I think Super might be my favorite K-pop song of all time. I think you would agree.
Yeah.
But I actually have a different song that is my ultimate hype up song that I listen to before if I need to hype myself up. And that is Mic Drop, Steve Aoki remix by BTS.
Very good. Very good. I consider that as one of my collabs for a hot sec.
It is just a fantastic song and will get you so hype. great workout song, great hype up song.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I feel
good.
like it's been like one of my favorites since I discovered BTS, and the performances for that one too, insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I hear that song, I can just picture the dancing, like J-Hope like enunciating those words so freaking hard, them just going absolute
So
ham,
good.
bringing the attitude. Yeah, you're right. That is like, if you need to tackle something, that is such a good hype up song.
Yeah, and I love the lyrics, again, mostly in Korean, but just the idea of the song is like them just popping off to the haters, like about how successful BTS is, and it's kind of just like a I'm awesome, like look at all the things that I've done, all the awards that I have kind of song, and it really like, you know, hype yourself up a bit.
That reminds me of an honorable mention I wanted to share for this category, which is a very similar theme of a song to Mic Drop, is Work by ATEEZ.
Oh, yes.
Gotta make that money make purse. Like, that is a huge hype up song too, and gets me freaking going.
Gotta make that money make purse. Gotta focus so I make it purse. Keep on refresh when they see me earn.
Incredible choice.
Yeah, and it's
Love
a similar theme where it's just like, get yours, you're the boss, you can do it. Like,
that music video, so good.
yeah. Shout out ATEEZ.
Love that. Look at ATEEZ making the list finally.
I know. Sorry, ATEEZ, it took so long. Okay, our last category is a very nostalgic or special song to you that maybe reminds you of a certain time, or reminds you of the time you got into K-pop. So up to your interpretation. I'm curious on what direction you went with this one.
Yes, this one, it's going to be a BTS song since that was the first group that I got into that got me into K-pop. It is not one of their most popular songs, but it is a song that I heard and fell in love with, and it's been in my top 5 K-pop songs of all time rotation for the last several years, and that is Telepathy by BTS.
Beautiful.
And it was off of their album that was from 2020, and I got into K-pop in 2021, so at that point it was their most recent album, and I love this song, and it is so underrated, and it needs more love because it is so catchy and has such a good beat, and it's just on rotation. I still listen to it to this day, and every single time I listen to it, it makes me think back to when I first got into them and how obsessed I was with the song and how obsessed I was with BTS, and it deserves more love. So everybody go listen to Telepathy.
Yeah, it's definitely a sign of a special song when it continues to be one of your favorites, like multiple years running.
What did you put?
I kind of did a twofer, but by the same artist. They go together for me.
Okay.
I put You and Love Scenario by iKON.
Oh, love.
I just can't get enough of you. Wrote 1,000 songs for you.
Because we shared last episode our concert experience with iKON. Rachel and I went together. We found this group together, went to their concert, and we obviously fell in love with those songs. They were on our Spotify Wrapped, and those songs are just so fun and good and remind me of our trip to Korea and going to that concert. And I was in Korea for 6 weeks or something that summer, and I listened to them a lot, as well as the other songs we had on our playlist at that time. So I feel like when those come on, it'll just always be so happy for me. And I'll always love those songs.
Oh, I do always think of our trip when I hear any iKON song. It transports me back to our first trip to Korea when we saw them in concert. And I think it's so special that music can do that. If you listen to a certain person or song in a certain place, and you just have that association. So those songs are very nostalgic, and I do always think about how fun that trip was.
So that was our last one. That was so fun. Reminiscing, talking about some
We
of
have
our
such a
favorite
wide
songs.
range of songs and artists as well.
I know, we really do. I feel like I also got to come clean about the songs I don't like. I know I don't hate your songs.
I feel like we surprised each other a couple times too. It was fun to do this where we went into it not knowing what the other one said.
Yeah, I liked guessing, or I liked when I was making my choices, I was thinking of what you would think I was going to pick
Yeah, me too.
and see if you... Yeah,
some were right, some were not right.
Yeah. But I totally understand and agree with all of your choices. I think the what was it? Oh, I think the J-Hope on the Street was the most shocking.
Oh yeah,
of your choices. But it makes sense. Justified. But I wasn't in my mind.
Yeah, it was a little random.
You had a lot of BTS in yours, which we love to see.
The goats. We love them.
Shows that they're tried and true.
Yeah. I know. I don't listen to them regularly these days because I mostly just listen to kind of our playlist. But
yeah.
I do have certain moments where I'm like, I'm feeling in the mood for some BTS. And then I have my go-tos, and I love them.
This has inspired me to get back into BTS because I do feel like I've been neglecting them, to be frank. And we have never had them on our shared playlist. I don't really know why, but it's usually like newer songs that we're putting on our playlist, and obviously they haven't released music in a while. So I need to give them a listen. I've been away for too long. I need to come back home.
Go back to your first love.
Literally.
You can only listen to so much, and we have a lot of groups that we're keeping up with, so give yourself
lots
some
of
grace.
groups. And now I'm adding the girls in. I mean, how am I gonna do it all? It's impossible.
For our ending mint, just to wrap things up, we are going to add all of these songs that we talked about to our playlist that we have on Spotify called These Days, and hope you guys enjoy listening to them and all of the songs that we love and have meant so much to us over the last several years. So thanks for listening to us reminisce.
For sure. And can I request that any listeners out there, if you are hearing this, can you drop a comment on the Spotify of the song that like takes you back to a special time or like when you first got into K-pop? Because that'd be like really cute to see if our few listeners will participate and we can see them. That would be so fun.
I would love to see that. That would be so fun.
But yeah, thanks for listening again and for being here. This is so fun for us. We have a ton more content, videos, photos, etc. on our social media, which is Kpop Light Pod.
Lindsay has been slaying the social media game.
I've been firing off TikToks unhinged. I told Rachel I'm just gonna ask for forgiveness instead of permission because I'm just going rogue.
Everything she posts is so good. So go check out our TikTok specifically for the unhinged content.
Yeah.
Instagram for the more buttoned up content.
Yeah, a bit more buttoned up. Still, you can see us dancing on our Instagram, but a bit more curated than the TikTok.
Yeah.
So yeah,
TikTok is where it's at.
Please go connect with us there. And yeah, we're just having so much fun. We'll be back next Wednesday again for another episode. Have a great week. Sarange. Like, subscribe, and stay by our side. Please give us that 5-star rating. We'd love to see it. And remember,
Fangirl responsibly.
bye.
Bye.